My dear friend, today is the day you take back your power. The universe is always listening, always responding, and always reflecting back to you the energy you put out. If you've been feeling stuck, lost, or as if life isn't going your way, I want you to know you have the ability to shift it all. The secret to changing your life isn't about struggle or force. It's about learning how to make the universe respond to your deepest desires. Every thought you think sends out a vibration, a frequency that ripples through the universe, whether you are aware of it or not. Your thoughts act like a magnet, attracting experiences, people, and circumstances that match the energy you are putting out. If you dwell on negativity, if you constantly tell yourself that life is hard, that success is out of reach, or that love always leads to heartbreak, then the universe has no choice but to mirror those beliefs back to you. But the good news is that the opposite is also true. When you train your mind to focus on abundance, joy, love, and possibility, life begins to shift in miraculous ways. It all starts with awareness. Many of us go through life unconsciously repeating the same thought patterns, not realizing that those very patterns are shaping our reality. Perhaps you grew up hearing statements like, "Money doesn't grow on trees, you have to struggle to get ahead," or "Good things never last." These messages became deeply ingrained, forming the foundation of your beliefs. And because your mind accepts what it is repeatedly told, you unknowingly began to live out those beliefs. You may have noticed patterns of financial struggle, setbacks, or relationships that always seem to end in disappointment. But this is not because you are unlucky or undeserving. It is simply because your thoughts have been conditioned to attract those very experiences. But you are not powerless. You are not stuck in an endless loop of the past. The moment you become conscious of your thoughts is the moment you take back control. The key is to recognize that your mind is like a garden. If you plant seeds of doubt, fear, and limitation, those are the crops that will grow. But if you begin planting seeds of confidence, self-love, and success, then a new harvest will take root. Begin by observing the thoughts that run through your mind daily. Pay attention to the words you use when speaking about yourself and your life. Do you often say, "I can't," "It's impossible," or "Nothing ever works out for me"? If so, gently shift those statements. Replace "I can't" with "I am learning." Replace "It's impossible" with "Anything is possible for me." Replace "Nothing ever works out" with "Everything is aligning in my favor." At first, this may feel strange. Your mind may resist, trying to pull you back into old habits. But just like training a muscle, the more you practice, the stronger this new way of thinking becomes. Visualization is another powerful tool. Close your eyes and imagine yourself already living the life you desire. See yourself thriving, surrounded by love, abundance, and joy. Feel the emotions as if it is happening now. When you do this consistently, you are sending out a clear message to the universe, and the universe will begin rearranging circumstances to match your new frequency. Gratitude is one of the fastest ways to shift your energy. When you focus on what you lack, you attract more lack. But when you focus on what you already have and feel grateful for it, you open the door for more blessings to flow into your life. Start each day by listing a few things you are grateful for. They can be simple. Waking up to a new day, having a warm meal, or the love of a friend. The more you focus on gratitude, the more reasons you will find to be grateful. Another crucial aspect of shifting your thoughts is letting go of past conditioning. Many of the beliefs you carry are not even your own. They were passed down from family, society, or past experiences. But just because something was true for you in the past does not mean it has to be true for you now. You have the power to rewrite your story. Declare to yourself, "I release all limiting beliefs. I am open to new possibilities. My thoughts create my reality, and I choose thoughts that uplift and empower me." Remember, the universe does not respond to wishful thinking. It responds to conviction. If you say, I want to be successful, but deep down you doubt yourself, the universe picks up on that doubt. But if you truly believe, if you embody the energy of success, if you walk, speak, and think as if your success is inevitable, then the universe has no choice but to align circumstances to reflect that belief. You are always in control of what you focus on. When a negative thought arises, you have the power to interrupt it. You can say, no, I choose a different thought. You can replace fear with faith, doubt with trust, and lack with abundance. Every time you choose a better thought, you are strengthening the magnet of positivity in your life. Your thoughts shape your world. Your mind is the most powerful tool you have. Train it to work for you, not against you. Begin now. Choose thoughts that align with the life you desire. Believe in your power, trust in the process, and watch as the universe responds in ways more beautiful than you ever imagined. Your words are powerful. Every time you speak, you are sending energy into the universe, setting the foundation for what you will experience. Whether you realize it or not, the words you use shape your reality. They create patterns, attract circumstances, and influence how others perceive and respond to you. This is why it is so important to be mindful of what you say, not just to others, but to yourself. If you constantly speak words of doubt, limitation, or failure, you're reinforcing those very conditions in your life. But when you speak words of power, abundance, and success, you begin to create a new reality, one filled with opportunities, joy, and limitless potential. Many people go through life speaking against themselves without even realizing it. They say things like, I never have any luck, I'm always struggling, nothing ever works out for me. These statements may seem harmless, but they are declarations, they are affirmations. Just not the kind you want to be making. When you say something often enough, your subconscious mind accepts it as truth. It begins to filter your experiences through that belief and looks for evidence to support it. If you constantly declare that you are unlucky, your mind will find ways to confirm that belief. You will notice the obstacles, the difficulties, the moments of frustration, and miss the opportunities, the hidden blessings, and the doors opening around you. But just as negative words can limit you, positive words can liberate you. When you begin to shift the way you speak, you shift the way you experience life. Instead of saying, I can't afford this, try saying, I am open to new ways of creating abundance. Instead of saying, I'm not good enough, say, I am constantly growing, learning, and improving. Instead of saying, I'm always alone, say, I am attracting loving, supportive relationships. The more you speak words of faith and possibility, the more your mind aligns with them, and the universe responds. Think of your words as seeds. Every time you speak, you are planting something. If you plant seeds of doubt and fear, you will harvest struggle. If you plant seeds of confidence and success, you will harvest growth and fulfillment. But just like a garden, you must be patient. You cannot plant a seed today and expect a full-grown tree tomorrow. You must nurture it with consistent positive speech, belief, and action. Affirmations are a powerful tool for reshaping your reality. When you wake up in the morning, instead of dreading the day ahead, declare, today is a day filled with opportunity and joy. When facing challenges, instead of saying, I'll never get through this, say, I am strong, capable, and resourceful. Speak your desires as if they are already happening. If you want success, say, success flows to me effortlessly. If you want love, say, I am surrounded by love in every form. The key is to speak with conviction, as if it is already true, because the universe responds to certainty. Many people make the mistake of waiting until they see change before they speak positively, but that is not how it works. You must declare it before it manifests. You must speak it into existence. If you desire a new career, start speaking about it now. If you want financial freedom, begin affirming your prosperity today. Even if your current reality does not yet reflect it, keep speaking it, because words create momentum. One of the most powerful ways to reinforce your words is to say them out loud. When you speak, you activate a different level of energy than when you simply think. Your voice carries vibration. That vibration sends a signal into the universe. This is why declarations, prayers, and affirmations spoken aloud are so effective. When you declare something boldly, you reinforce it in your mind and send out a strong, energetic request. It is also important to be mindful of the words you use when speaking to others. Words have the power to uplift or to tear down. If you are constantly speaking negatively about yourself, others will begin to see you that way. If you are always complaining or focusing on what is wrong, you will attract more negativity into your relationships and experiences. But when you speak with confidence, positivity, and kindness, you attract people and circumstances that reflect that energy. The universe is always listening. It does not differentiate between what you want and what you do not want. It simply amplifies whatever you focus on. If you keep saying, "I don't want to be broke," you are still focusing on being broke. Instead, shift your words to, "I am financially abundant and open to new opportunities." If you say, "I don't want to be alone," you are still reinforcing loneliness. Instead, say, "I am attracting deep, meaningful connections." The key is to focus on what you desire, not what you fear. This practice takes time, but the more you do it, the more natural it becomes. You will begin to notice small shifts, doors opening, opportunities presenting themselves, people treating you differently. And as you continue, those small shifts will turn into major transformations. Your life will begin to reflect the words you speak. So today, make a commitment to yourself. Speak only what you want to manifest. Let your words be a reflection of your highest vision. Speak with love, with faith, and with certainty. Because the universe is always listening, and it is ready to bring your words to life. Everything in the universe is made of energy, including you, your thoughts, and your desires. The key to manifesting the life you want is learning how to align your energy with your desires. When your thoughts, emotions, and actions are in harmony with what you wish to create, you become a powerful magnet for success, love, health, and abundance. The universe does not give you what you want simply because you wish for it. It gives you what you are aligned with. If you want something, but your energy contradicts it, you will struggle to receive it. But when you align your energy with what you truly desire, things flow to you effortlessly. The first step to aligning your energy is clarity. You must be clear about what you want. Vague desires bring vague results. If you say, "I want to be happy," but do not define what happiness means for you, your energy remains scattered. Instead, be specific. Do you want a fulfilling relationship, a career that excites you, financial freedom, emotional peace? The more precise you are, the easier it is to align with that vision. Once you know what you want, you must check your beliefs. Your subconscious mind is constantly shaping your reality, and if your beliefs contradict your desires, they will block your manifestations. If you want wealth but believe money is hard to make, you are pushing abundance away. If you want love but believe relationships never last, you are not in alignment with love. You cannot attract something you do not believe is possible for you. Replace limiting beliefs with empowering ones. Instead of saying, "I never have enough," say, "Abundance flows to me in many ways." Instead of saying, "I always fail," say, "I am constantly learning and growing." Shifting your beliefs shifts your energy. Your emotions also play a crucial role in energy alignment. The universe responds to how you feel. If you desire success but constantly feel doubt, worry, or fear, you are not in the right frequency to receive success. You must cultivate the feelings of already having what you desire. Imagine how it feels to live your dream life. Feel the excitement, the gratitude, the joy. Your emotions act as a signal, attracting experiences that match them. If you consistently feel abundant, abundance will find its way to you. If you feel loved, love will come into your life. One of the most effective ways to align your energy is through visualization. Close your eyes and see yourself already living your dream. Picture it in detail, where you are, what you are doing, who is around you. Feel the emotions as if it is happening now. The subconscious mind does not differentiate between imagination and reality. So the more you visualize, the more your mind and body align with that future. When you hold that vision with certainty, the universe rearranges itself to match your energy. Your words also have energy. What you speak reinforces what you attract. If you constantly say, "I am so unlucky," you reinforce an energy of lack. If you say, "Good things always come to me," you shift into a state of expectation and receive more good things. Speak in alignment with your desires. Instead of saying, "I am struggling," say, "I am growing through every challenge." Instead of saying, "I'll never find love," say, "The right love is making its way to me now." Words carry vibration. Make sure yours align with the life you want. Taking aligned action is just as important as thinking and feeling in alignment. You cannot simply wish for something and do nothing. If you want a new job, update your resume, apply for opportunities, and show up with confidence. If you want a healthier body, nourish yourself and move in ways that feel good. When you take steps toward your desires, the universe meets you halfway. Even small, consistent actions build momentum and signal that you are ready to receive. Letting go of resistance is another essential part of energy alignment. Often people unknowingly block their desires by holding on to fear, doubt, or control. When you feel desperate or impatient, you send out an energy of lack, which pushes your desires further away. Trust that what you seek is already on its way. Surrender to the process, knowing that the universe has perfect timing. The less you force things, the more they flow to you. Gratitude is one of the highest vibrations you can align with. When you appreciate what you already have, you create an energy field that attracts even more blessings. Instead of focusing on what is missing, focus on what is present. Start each day with gratitude. Acknowledge even the small things. The more grateful you are, the more the universe responds with abundance. Finally, surround yourself with energy that uplifts and supports your alignment. The people, environments, and influences in your life all affect your vibration. If you are surrounded by negativity, it will be harder to stay in alignment with positivity. Choose relationships, activities, and habits that reflect the energy you want to embody. Protect your space, limit negativity, and make room for inspiration, joy, and peace. When your energy is aligned with your desires, you no longer have to chase after what you want. It naturally comes to you. The universe is always responding to your frequency. Shift your thoughts, beliefs, emotions, words, and actions to match your desires, and watch how effortlessly they manifest in your life. Fear and resistance are the greatest barriers between you and the life you desire. They hold you back from embracing new opportunities, from stepping into your power, and from receiving the abundance that is already waiting for you. Fear convinces you that you are not good enough, that you are not ready, that something bad will happen if you move forward. Resistance keeps you stuck in old patterns, replaying the same worries and doubts over and over. But when you learn to release fear and resistance, you open yourself up to infinite possibilities. You allow life to unfold in ways greater than you could have ever imagined. Fear is a natural human emotion, but it was never meant to control your life. It was designed to protect you, to make you aware of danger. But most of the fear we experience today is not about real threats. It is about imagined outcomes, worst-case scenarios that live only in the mind. Your mind creates stories about failure, rejection, or disappointment, and you start to believe them as if they are true, but they are not truth. They are illusions programmed by past experiences, by society, by what others have told you. If you want to move forward, you must question these fears. Ask yourself, is this fear based on reality, or is it just a thought? More often than not, you will realize it is just a thought, one that you have the power to change. Releasing fear begins with awareness. You cannot let go of something you do not acknowledge. Notice where fear shows up in your life. Does it keep you from taking risks, from speaking your truth, from trusting yourself? When fear arises, do not fight it. Instead, observe it with curiosity. When you detach from it, fear loses its power over you. One of the best ways to dissolve fear is to replace it with trust. Trust in yourself, in the universe, in the process of life. When you trust, you shift your focus from fear to possibility. Instead of worrying about what could go wrong, you begin to expect things to go right. You begin to believe that life is supporting you, not working against you. Every time you feel fear creeping in, remind yourself, I am safe. I am supported. Everything is unfolding perfectly for me. Resistance often comes when you are on the edge of transformation. It is that voice in your head that says, maybe I should wait, or maybe this isn't for me. Resistance feels like hesitation, procrastination, avoidance. It is your comfort zone trying to pull you back. But growth never happens in the comfort zone. If you want to create a new reality, you must be willing to step beyond what feels familiar. The key to overcoming resistance is to move forward despite it. Action dissolves resistance. If you wait for fear to disappear before taking action, you will be waiting forever. You must act while fear is still present. Each time you take a step forward, fear and resistance lose their grip on you. It is like walking through fog. The first few steps feel uncertain, but as you keep moving, the path becomes clearer. Letting go of resistance also means surrendering control. Many people resist change because they want to control every outcome. They want guarantees, certainty, a perfect plan. But life does not work that way. The more you try to control, the more you create tension and block your blessings. Instead, practice surrender. Let go of the need to have everything figured out. Trust that the right opportunities, the right people, and the right experiences will come to you at the perfect time. The universe is always working in your favor if you allow it to. A powerful way to release fear and resistance is to shift your focus to the present moment. Fear thrives in the future. It is always about what might happen. Resistance is rooted in the past. It is about holding on to old patterns and beliefs. But when you are fully present, fear and resistance lose their grip. Take a deep breath, feel the ground beneath you, listen to the sounds around you. In this moment, you are safe. In this moment, there is nothing to fear. The more present you become, the less power fear has over you. Gratitude is another tool for dissolving fear and resistance. Fear focuses on what is missing, on what could go wrong. Gratitude shifts your attention to what is already good, to what is already working. Each day, take a moment to acknowledge the blessings in your life. The more you focus on what is good, the more you invite in even greater good. Self-compassion is also essential. Let go of the pressure to be perfect. Let go of the idea that you need to have everything figured out. You are growing, you are learning, and that is enough. Be gentle with yourself. Speak to yourself with kindness. Every time fear or resistance arises, remind yourself, I am doing my best, and that is enough. Finally, surround yourself with energy that uplifts and empowers you. Fear grows when you listen to negativity, when you absorb doubt from others. Protect your energy. Spend time with people who inspire you, who remind you of your strength. Engage in activities that raise your vibration, meditation, movement, creative expression. The more you nourish your mind and soul, the less space fear has to thrive. Releasing fear and resistance is not about eliminating them completely. It is about learning to move beyond them. It is about choosing courage over comfort, trust over doubt, presence over worry. When you let go of fear, you create space for miracles. When you release resistance, you open yourself to the life that has been waiting for you all along. Trust the process, trust yourself, and know that everything you desire is already on its way. Taking inspired action is the bridge between your desires and your reality. It is the difference between wishing for something and actually bringing it into existence. Many people believe that manifestation is only about visualizing and affirming what they want, but without action, those desires remain unfulfilled. The universe responds to movement, to energy, to effort, aligned with belief. Inspired action is not about forcing or struggling. It is about taking steps from a place of trust, excitement, and alignment. It is about moving forward with confidence, knowing that you are co-creating with the universe. True inspired action comes from within. It is not driven by fear, pressure, or desperation. It is a natural, intuitive pull that guides you toward the right opportunities and decisions. It often feels effortless, like an inner knowing that tells you this is the next step. When you listen to your inner wisdom, you begin to recognize the signs, synchronicities, and nudges that direct you to take action in the right direction. However, many people hesitate to take action because they fear making mistakes. They worry about choosing the wrong path or not being good enough. But hesitation is often more damaging than any so-called mistake. Every action you take, whether it leads to immediate success or not, is a step forward. Even if something does not go as planned, you gain experience, wisdom, and clarity about what to do next. The only real failure is remaining stuck in inaction. One of the most powerful ways to align with inspired action is to cultivate a deep sense of belief in yourself and in the universe. When you truly believe that you are capable and that life is supporting you, you will naturally feel motivated to take action. Doubt and hesitation fade away when you trust that everything is working out in your favor. Instead of asking, "What if it doesn't work?" shift your mindset to, "What if it does?" The more you focus on the possibility of success, the more encouraged you will feel to take action. Inspired action is also about being open to opportunities, even when they come in unexpected ways. Sometimes what you desire may not arrive in the exact form you imagine, but if you stay open, you will recognize the doors that are opening for you. A chance conversation, a new idea, or an unexpected offer could be the very thing that leads you to your next breakthrough. When you are too rigid in your expectations, you might miss the blessings that are right in front of you. Another key to taking inspired action is consistency. Many people start with excitement, but quickly lose momentum when results do not appear instantly. However, real transformation happens through daily commitment. Small, consistent actions create powerful shifts over time. Every step you take builds upon the last, strengthening your belief, refining your skills, and bringing you closer to your goals. The journey is just as important as the destination. To stay inspired, it is essential to nurture your energy. If you feel drained, overwhelmed, or doubtful, your actions will feel forced rather than inspired. Take time to reconnect with your inner self through meditation, affirmations, movement, or creative expression. When your energy is high, taking action feels natural and enjoyable. It no longer feels like a chore. It feels like an exciting adventure. Let go of perfectionism. Many people hold themselves back because they are waiting for the perfect moment or for everything to be perfectly planned out. But perfectionism is just another form of fear. The truth is, you do not need to have everything figured out to take the first step. Clarity comes through action, not before it. Trust that as you move forward, the path will continue to reveal itself. The most successful people did not start with all the answers. They started with courage, curiosity, and a willingness to learn along the way. Taking inspired action also means listening to your intuition. Your inner guidance system is always speaking to you, nudging you toward the right decisions. Pay attention to how things feel. If an action feels heavy, forced, or out of alignment, It may not be the right move, but if it feels exciting, expansive, or deeply right, trust that feeling. Your intuition will never lead you astray. One of the most empowering things you can do is to surround yourself with people who inspire action. When you are around those who are driven, motivated, and aligned with their purpose, their energy will influence you. You will feel more encouraged to take bold steps, to dream bigger, and to keep moving forward. Avoid environments that drain your energy or make you doubt yourself. Protect your vision by surrounding yourself with supportive and uplifting people. Finally, celebrate every step you take. No matter how small, every action is progress. Acknowledge your efforts, reward yourself for moving forward, and appreciate the journey. Gratitude for what you have already accomplished will create even more momentum. Taking inspired action is about moving with trust, confidence, and joy. It is about saying yes to your dreams and allowing the universe to meet you halfway. When you commit to action, life responds in ways that are beyond your imagination. You begin to experience flow, alignment, and effortless manifestation. Doors open, opportunities appear, and what once seemed impossible becomes your reality. Trust the process, take the step, and watch as your life transforms before your eyes. Belief is the foundation of all creation. Before anything can manifest in your life, you must first believe in its possibility. Too often people wait for proof before they allow themselves to believe. They want to see the results before they trust that something is real. But the universe does not work that way. You must first believe deeply, wholeheartedly, before you see the evidence unfold before you. Your thoughts and beliefs shape your reality. If you hold on to doubt, fear, or uncertainty, you block the very things you desire from coming into your life. But when you shift your mindset and embrace the knowing that what you want is already on its way, you align yourself with the energy of creation. Your belief becomes the magnet that pulls your desires into your reality. Think of every great achievement, invention, or success story. It all began with someone who believed before they saw results. The greatest minds, the most successful people, and those who have transformed their lives did not wait for external validation. They nurtured a vision in their mind, held onto it with faith, and took action with certainty. They believed in their dream before the world recognized it. That is the key to manifestation. Doubt is one of the greatest obstacles to creation. When you constantly question whether something will happen, you send mixed signals to the universe. One moment you are aligned with your desires, the next you are pushing them away with fear and hesitation. This back and forth energy creates resistance, slowing down or even blocking the manifestation process. The moment you fully commit to belief, without needing immediate proof, you create a clear, open path for your desires to flow into your life. One of the most powerful ways to cultivate belief is to act as if your desire is already real. When you embody the mindset, emotions, and behaviors of someone who already has what they want, you shift your energy. The universe responds to this energy by aligning circumstances, people, and opportunities that match your belief. If you desire abundance, begin feeling abundant now. If you desire love, embody the love you seek. If you desire success, walk through life as someone who is already successful. This is not about pretending. It is about aligning with the frequency of your desires. Visualization is a powerful tool in strengthening belief. When you close your eyes and see yourself living your desired reality, you begin to rewire your mind. Your subconscious does not distinguish between what is real and what is vividly imagined. The more you immerse yourself in the feeling of already having what you want, the more natural it becomes to believe in it. Make your vision so strong that it feels more real than your current reality. When you do this, you are no longer just wishing for something. You are stepping into the energy of already having it. Affirmations are another way to reinforce belief. The words you speak shape your reality. Instead of saying, I hope this happens, shift to, I know this is happening. Instead of saying, I wish I could have this, and more is coming. Speak as if your desires are already unfolding, because the more you affirm it, the more your mind accepts it as truth. And when your mind accepts something as truth, your actions, emotions, and energy naturally align with it. And then your mind accepts something as truth, your actions, emotions, and energy naturally align with it. Let go of the need for immediate proof. Many people give up on their desires because they do not see instant results. But manifestation is like planting a seed. You do not dig up the soil every day to check if the seed is growing. You trust that it will sprout in its own time. The same is true for your desires. When you plant the seed of belief, nurture it with positive energy, and allow it to grow, it will eventually bloom into reality. Impatience only creates resistance, while trust allows the process to unfold smoothly. Surround yourself with reminders of your belief. Create a vision board. Write your goals down and immerse yourself in an environment that reinforces your faith. Be mindful of the energy you expose yourself to. Spend time with people who uplift and inspire you, rather than those who fill you with doubt. Protect your belief as if it is the most precious thing you own, because in truth it is. Understand that belief is not about ignoring reality, it is about shaping it. What you consistently believe becomes your experience. If you believe life is full of struggle, that is what you will see. If you believe in abundance, opportunities, and miracles, you will begin to experience them. Your external world is a reflection of your internal world. Shift your belief, and your reality will shift with it. You hold immense power within you. The moment you choose to believe without needing proof, the moment you trust that the universe is working in your favor, and the moment you embody the energy of already having what you desire, everything begins to change. The universe does not delay. It simply mirrors your faith. Believe it before you see it, and soon you will witness your dreams unfold right before your eyes. 4.